So here it is. Liverpool, life after Luis. Luis Suarez has gone to Barcelona. He's going to have a wonderful time. His ban, ironically enough, finishes today as I record this video. So, you know, we get to really feel the full effect of his loss here at Liverpool. But here we go. It's time for FM15. You'll notice there's no badge packs or anything. Don't worry about it. It'll be something that will come with the full game. I'm not going to install them and mess with the beta too much. But I promise you now that there will be stuff to make it look a little bit prettier come the full game. Okay, in terms of choosing the managerial style, I thought I'd go just middle of the road. With both things, we're just kind of leveled off. I don't think it's going to have too much impact. From what I'm aware, it'll have an impact at some point, but not really at the start of a game. Hopefully, though, we'll get through a couple of seasons. That's the dream. I'd like to do a few, I think. Not like 10, but I'd like to do a few. I'll save that in a second. Message from Tom Warner. Anyway, the squad is looking very, very different from last year. Obviously, you'll know that. You probably follow football. But we'll see what we can do with it. In terms of a transfer budget, I'll sort all my training out and whatnot. 15 million to spend, 100 grand on wages. So we'll do you know what? I'll come back in a second. I'll have a little look round. I'll come up with a system. I'll talk you through it, and then we'll move on from there. So then, here we go. Here we are. How very exciting. This is the formation we're going to play with, and then I'll talk to you about my team instructions. So, Mignolet in goal seems like a solid option. He's better than Brad Jones, and the likelihood of us being able to bring someone else in, pretty unlikely. Glenn Johnson at right back. Despite his form in real life, he's actually quite a good defender on the game, so you can't although Manquillo is like the other option, who's not bad, Johnson's just a better version. Manquillo's got time to gel though, so there's a chance that when Johnson's contract runs out, Manquillo will be the man. My back two, I'm not playing Martin Scuttle because of my personal reasons. No, I don't like him that much. I don't think he's that good on FM either, from experience, but Lovren and Sacco have always been good for me. So we've got Lovren as our leader at the back, with Sacco next to him. Both players particularly good, both still young of age as well, so they've got plenty of years left in the squad. At left back, Alberto Moreno, really, really strong left back. Looking forward to using him. A brilliant addition by Liverpool in the summer, one they've needed for a little while now. My two men in midfield, you notice I'm not playing a diamond and I'm not playing a 4-3-3, I'm playing a 4-2-3-1. So I'm playing Gerrard as a deep lying playmaker. There's an argument you can play Gerrard as multiple things. His best position is deeper, so if it comes to a point where we feel like we're getting overrun in midfield, I may simply just drop him back and continue to play in a similar way, but just drop him back. On his other side, Jordan Henderson, the new vice-captain of Liverpool, box-to-box midfielder, one of the best box-to-box midfielders on the game, and it's not even a stretch to say that. Markovic on the right, Lazar Markovic. Little bit weak in terms of physicals, but in general play, he's been very good for me. He was very good for me last year, so I'm hoping he can continue that form onto this game. In the middle of them, Philippe Coutinho will be a star for me this year, I've no doubt. Hopefully he'll do the same thing in real life, but I think Philippe Coutinho will be the key man. We have got players like Adam Lallana on the bench and Suso if things don't quite work out, or we can always switch Suso to the left and play Sterling on the right if things aren't working out with Markovic. Time will tell. Next, Raheem Sterling had a massive buff this year in terms of statistics, looks really, really good. Looking forward to using him. Think he'll be good in all of the positions. You can see now they've made him natural in all three attacking midfield positions, which, for my money, is going to make him quite the weapon on this year's Football Manager. And up top, 19 finishing, Daniel Sturridge. After a brilliant season last year, Daniel Sturridge has received probably, maybe not the biggest buff of all the players based on last year's statistics, but he's definitely up there, him and Sterling in particular. Sturridge has got incredible stats. 19 finishing, good first touch, good dribbling, good composure, excellent off the ball for a striker. Acceleration, agility and balance, all top draw, and pace isn't too bad either. And his strength, although at 13, not too shabby, is it? So, with that team, and that does mean I've left a few players out. Lucas and Joe Allen obviously can rotate with Gerrard and Henderson, which will be good for me. Ricky Lambert, Mario Balotelli, of course, in the squad, whose stats this year are surprisingly good. Teamwork, not the best, neither is his work rate, so we'll work on those things, Mario, I think, during the pre-season. I've set my training early in the season. I've set myself to do high-intensity tactical and team cohesion. I want us to sort of know what we're doing and know who we're playing with early on, and I think that'll be of benefit in the early season. Our schedule, we've got a run of fixtures and some friendlies as well, so we'll play the friendlies, we'll see how we get on, and I'll give you a little sort of report, and then we'll play the Chelsea game as our opening game of the episode. So there he is. We can't do much about his hair, but we'll look past that. £12 million spent on Memphis Depay. I think he'll be a worthy addition to our team. I'm looking forward to using him as well. You may be wondering though, Ben, why? Why have you bought him? Well, let's find out. The tactic has changed. We're playing Joe Allen as a box-to-box midfielder and Jordan Henderson as a ball-winning midfielder. Just, you know, I think it'll work. We'll bide our time. And we're playing Steven Gerrard in a defensive midfield role, set to defend. I could have played him as a deep-lying playmaker, but I've decided not to for now because we're not really playing that sort of expansive football. We're trying to just be a bit counter-attacky, a little bit on the break. And the reason for that, Depay and Sterling are going to be great. Now, I did pick up Markovic at the start of this video, and I also picked up Coutinho, and as you can see, neither of them are in the side. I will be playing Balotelli for the opening game against Chelsea, as I think he'll kind of be a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and I think that's what Chelsea's defence don't really like so much. Obviously, if we're struggling, Sturridge can come on at half-time, and we'll be fine. So let's get straight into it, shall we? Let's play the game. It's not an easy first game, it's fair to say. And our expectations review. I do like some of the new news items you get are actually quite useful. In the past, they've been a bit click-throughy, but so far, I don't know if it's just because it's the beginning of the game, I'm enjoying seeing them. This screen's pretty much the same. Obviously, I'm kind of giving you a little introduction. You've not seen much of the game. I'm sure you've been looking at streams and at videos, so you know all about it. But these little things, I quite like. So, although we're getting used to them, I think we're all enjoying them, would you not say? Oh, I've selected 5 substitutes outside the match squad. I'm going to just change Kolo Touré for Martin Skrtel, and I'm going to change Lucas Leiva for Markovic. Right then, because Lucas played a few pre-season games for me. You saw him set up a goal for who was it? I think it was Daniel Sturridge, which was a good finish. I think it was the first goal you saw in the highlights package. Right then, into the game. These screens seem to look very similar to what they have in the past, which is fine. I'm more than happy. I don't think these sort of things need changing. A tunnel interview. I was half hoping we'd get one of these. I've picked a team. I think I've been confident. Yeah, pre-season. Oh, 2 questions. All right. Cheers, Gabriel. I assume that was ITV, although they don't have the coverage. It was Jeff Streaves. Oh no. Oh no. Right then, let's have a little look. What should we do? We'll get our assistant manager to apply some advice. Chelsea are a good team. It's not something we can hide away from. They're very, very good. And I'm going to try and get my boys to be pumped up for this game. Oh, they're all loving it. Can we get anything out of Mario? This is the real question. Nothing specific noted. We'll put it in 2D, but this is where I want your sort of feedback. What would you like to see the games in? I'll show you a couple of them. So that's 2D Classic. We'll play 2D Classic in the first half, and we'll play the regular 2D in the second half, and I'm going to let you pick which one you'd like to see. I have got the highlights on, as Lovren picks up a knock, an early injury, so it's worth putting Martin Skrtel on the bench for this very incident. We'll confirm the substitution. Instructions. Just going to keep a close eye on them. I'm actually going to take off higher tempo and be more expressive against Chelsea, because I think it could come back to hurt us. These highs are a little slow as well. I know there's an attack going on, you probably want to see it, and I'm fuffing around with the highlight speed. Glenn Johnson, doing what Glenn Johnson does best, hoofing it clear. And now Mario has got a moment to shine, as I thought he was going to kick it out. But yeah, hopefully Depay will be a worthy addition to the squad. I'm hoping that even 12 million, he'll be a bit of a bargain and he'll be here for a few years. I think him one side, Sterling on the right now, could be the key. And as long as they go up to support Mario, I think we're going to be laughing. Mario's in. Surely not. The Rag and Bowman's just turned up outside. Does Mario Barriotelli has put one wide. Apparently he's picked up a knock. Colin Pascoe's let me know. But yeah, I think once the training kind of set in, we got far more adapted to the formation in the system. We started off our pre-season, and I was panicking. Brad Jones is in goal, Ben. Is that wise? No, it's not. It's not wise. Well, let's assume he's not going to make any errors. And we're... Oh, it's Martin Skrtel. I can't believe that. That's ridiculous. I have got the curse of the commentary. Let's just watch it, though, in the old 3D match engine. Oh, I can't believe I said that, and then that happened. That's ridiculous. Oh, well, could be worse. Could be John Ruddy. Hey, folks. Oh, no. Sterling, he's away. Now, he best be on side. He's got to finish this. Oh, Raheem. There's one thing Raheem lacks, and it's not just the case in Football Manager, but in real life, he just lacks a little bit of composure, bless him. It's weird. I quite like the fact my first full save was Norwich, and now my second full save is Liverpool. Henderson, doing what Henderson does best. Memphis Depay, Courtois with a save. Sterling, though, second attempt hits the post. Oh, we're piling on some pressure. Good news. Very good news. But can we keep it up? Can we keep it up? Now, obviously, although we're at Anfield, Chelsea are a tough team. Like a very tough team. They're probably the favourites for the league. I've not seen what FM predicts, actually. But you can only assume that they're up there in terms of league leaders. Rag and bone man. I don't know if you can hear that. Gerrard Allen. Oh, Gerrard hit one from earlier. Hit one from there earlier. Spit it out, then. Glenn Johnson. Great ball in. Oh, cleared. And now Oscar plays a darting ball across. Skirtle and Brad Jones have to reunite. Oh, my word. Okay. No, that's not amazing. Oscar with a bit of pressure from Depay, and now they're bringing it forward. We've won it back, though. Good. We're working back. Our system's working well. We're creating a line of 4. So we've got 4 at the back, Gerrard in the middle, and Balotelli's kind of just sitting up top in his own. It was a good effort to pay. Blimey. He's come to play. I'm playing Mario Balotelli as a deep-lying attack. I tried it with Sturridge, and it works particularly well. And now I'm giving Mario a go at it. And the joy of this game is that Daniel Sturridge isn't out injured. So if things are going a little bit wrong, we can bring on the main man, Danny Boy. But that's a decent... Do you know what? That's not a bad half. We've created a few openings. Chelsea haven't had much to do apart from... I was happy with it, though. And they're all switched off and demotivated. Well, we'll try and give individual team talks. You weren't that bad, but I think you can improve. Right, we're trying to fix this. This year, you can fix the issue. Like, if you say a bad team talk, don't think, oh, it's over. I've managed to turn 3 of the players round, so we're fine. I'm going to switch it to counter. I think it's the best we play on counter. I think we're very quick on the counter. Jordan Henderson's picked up a knock. We do have adequate substitutions, although I'm just thinking, if Henderson's injured, could we change the system slightly? Right, we're on about 60. We're on 58. So I'm going to change the team around a little bit. What should we do? We can change this to make it that bit more exciting come the end of the game. What we'll do is we'll bring Coutinho on for Henderson, but we'll change the role slightly. We don't want to play him as a ball-winning midfielder. So we'll play him as an advanced playmaker. We'll get him a little bit more involved with the game. And we'll bring on our man Daniel Sturridge. For the last half an hour then, we've made our 3 changes. We've made our bed, so it's time to line it. From the stats, we're having the better of the game, but not the better of the ball, which initially is not a problem, but it may be. Oh, I said I was going to change it. Sorry. So that's 3D. That's 2D classic, and this is 2D. As I think it's just gone to a 3D highlight, and I'm messing with the. Okay, we're fine. So yeah, this is the other 2D, which isn't. I'm not sure if it's better or not. I've got no idea. I think the players are slightly smaller, so if your viewing experience is slightly different, this is obviously the first video for FM15, so give me your feedback. In fact, do you know what I'll do? I'll leave a straw poll in the description of the video as Depay hits the post again, was it? Or was it a save? It was a chance. Yeah, I'm going to leave it in the description. I'm going to obviously have 2D highlights as Costa goes through. Brad Jones with a big save. Liverpool's #1, Brad Jones. But yeah, I'll leave a straw poll in the description. Let me know 2D classic or 2D for general play, and then we'll do the highlights in 3D because it looks good. But overall, this gives me a little chance to talk about the interface unless something happens. I actually quite like it. There's one thing I don't like, and I'll talk about that. I'm going to do a little small review of the beta. I know it's not the full game, but it's my first impressions, and I'm going to do that over the weekend. So check it out over the weekend. I'm going to do a kind of first impressions of the game. And that'll be coming to you. Whether I put up another Liverpool episode this weekend, I'm not sure yet, as Oscar punishes us again from that left-hand side. We've conceded a goal, so maybe we're going to have to increase the cover on that side. It may just be a case of putting Lucas over there. He will give a little bit more defensive contribution. Obviously, we've taken out Henderson as a ball winner as well, and we've put in Coutinho, so that will weaken that side slightly in terms of its defensive capabilities. But so far, so good. I'm not too upset. As I say, it's Chelsea. You don't like to lose any game, especially against Chelsea, but they are a force to be reckoned with. And we've got a lot of new players bedded in this team, and that shouldn't be forgotten. And we're playing Brad Jones in goal, so mistakes were made. early doors, early games, early doors. Right. It looks like we're going to come to the end. I'll do a quick team talk at the end to try and rile them up. I'll aggressively shout, get creative. Everyone, including you, Glenn Johnson. And they've got a corner. Well, that's not. It was too late, to be fair. Okay, so Liverpool 0, Chelsea 2. Not the ideal start, but it's, you know, it's the beginning. I don't want to talk post match, and I failed to give a team talk. Brad Jones says, "Oh, it's been a disappointing game." Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you're enjoying FM15. If you've got any questions about FM15, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. From me, Dr. Benji, if you could leave a like on the video, that'd be excellent. Goodbye.